My bad. Sand wires. Look at one second, y'all. Do this now. I'm gonna forget later. No, no, we won't. I work in the morning. So apparently, there's a seriously idea was post about it, but you guys can thank Taylor for reaching out to me earlier today about it, asking if I was gonna go live tonight. So I told her tonight will be editing night.
The applause, the smell of pizza.
I love pizza. There we go. Which right now I'm actually in the process of saving this project. Oops, hold up. In the process of saving this project. So, saving the Scott Wilson interview too. Figure I'd do that, try to knock this one out the way. So, yeah. You staying up to 12 o'clock in the dang morning is amazing. You know that show? Pure dedication. But right now, I'm saving the Scott Wilson interview too. We're doing two things at once. Just purchase real quick, 1 second. Then we'll get to the editing, guys. But Taylor said they'll hop on in later on today. A little bit later. But anyway, I hope everybody's having a good night. I guess Saturday. It's Saturday. Got the radio on. Radio show is on. Yeah, radio show is on right now. Give me 1 second. Let me finish this up real quick that I'm doing. Then we'll hop on to the editing. Just gotta make this purchase real fast.
Right now, so in the meantime, enjoy yourselves and watch CEC TV.
27 isn't bad. Oh, look at that. It's the coconut skit.
Munch, I said watch out for that desert island, not crash us into that desert island.
But Chucky, how can I resist? An island made out of dessert. Chocolate waterfalls, ice cream mountains,
Hello, Emo.
cotton candy trees. Ah, it's a dream come true.
No, Munch. Not desert island. Desert island. As in dry, harsh environment, inhospitable for a mouse and a munch.
You mean the sand isn't made of cupcake sprinkles?
No.
And the rocks aren't rock candy?
Munch!
No cotton candy field?
Ah, for the last time, Munch. This is just a regular desert island. No candy. No sweets. Ah.
The funny shell, Chucky, I get it. No sweets, I got it.
I'm sorry, Munch. I didn't mean to lose my temper. It's just, I think sometimes your imagination gets you a little carried away.
Yeah, you're right, Chucky. Okay, from now on, no more make-believe.
Well, how about just until we get rescued?
Excuse me. Then you can make believe all you want.
I tell you what, I'll go over there and gather some palm tree leaves for a fire. And how about you gather up some coconuts?
Okay, good idea. I will gather up these very real coconuts that are not imaginary.
Little doesn't know.
Hey, what do you know? These coconuts talk.
What, Munch? What's going on? Why are you screaming?
Oh, Chucky! Chucky! Oh my goodness! You are not gonna believe this!
What? What is it?
These coconuts can... If I tell them the truth, they'll just think I'm playing make-believe again.
Munch?
I was screaming because... I forgot to put on sunscreen! Oh dear, I hope I don't get a sunburn! Oh.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna finish gathering up these palm leaves.
Oh, you got a family! Wait a second, this isn't a family reunion, is it? This looks like a coconut army! Ah, run for your life!
Munch, what's wrong?
Nothing. I was just working on some lyrics for a new song. It's now a family reunion.
It's a coconut army. Run for your life.
Needs a little work, but okay. Oh, wow. You gathered up a ton of coconuts.
Yeah, I did this. I gathered them up. They are definitely not talking coconuts that all walked over here all by themselves.
There's that imagination of yours again.
Yeah, just my imagination. I think I'm going to take my imagination and go for a walk down the beach, away from all these not walking and talking coconuts.
Hey.
Why don't you come along?
Are you kidding? I am starving.
Okay.
I think it's time for a
Finish.
coconut feast. What do you say, Munch?
Chucky.
You know, Munch, I don't know
Right.
why I never thought of this, but
Let me try this.
coconut might actually be a good pizza topping.
Oh, no, it wouldn't. It would be a terrible
feel
pizza
open.
topping. I'm sorry.
The microphone.
No.
Yes.
Who are
Who you talking to?
Oh, they can talk.
Huh? These little guys? Come on, buddy. They can't talk. Ah! Run for your lives!
Where's the recordings? Oh, I delete those, did I? Oh, there it is. Okay, cool.
It's a warm autumn night. And a sky filled with stars. Now at a big romantic mood. And finally, at the rhythm of the night. When it feels like
Okay.
the world is on your shoulders. And all of the madness has got you going crazy. It's time to get
We can get started now.
out into the streets. Where all of the action
My bad.
is right there at your feet.
Okay, let's get started, guys.
We can dance the whole night away underneath the electric stars. Just come with me and we can shake your blues right away. You'll be doing fine when the music starts.
So what I'm gonna do is
To the beat of the rhythm of the night, dance till the morning light.
I just finished earlier. No, I did earlier this morning. I recorded 2 of the lines again. So now, yes, this is the 2.0 topic. I had to make a quick purchase real fast before like the money gets out of my account. So that's why it took me a few minutes to get started. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of like editing part 2, which I thought would be like pretty neat to do. So we are going to, let me check real fast. I think this is the one that has it. I don't remember if this one has it or doesn't. Oh, this one doesn't. No, this one doesn't. Shoot. Which one this one has? Nope, that one doesn't. This one does. Yeah. Name isn't worth it. Special boy, you said it, buddy. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna combine them. I'm gonna combine them both together. Ooh, Jesus. That is gonna be so bad, because this is in 4K quality. Let me see something. I won't.
Sometimes people have a little trouble with my name. Believe me, pal. Once they got it, they'll never forget it.
Until I hear, where's show tape? I'm turning it off.
I like my job here playing these drums, and I'll be alright no matter what comes. People know me. I've got a real good name.
I gotta get careful with this one. Cause it's not working well. Wait, like. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Cause it's glitching somewhere.
Say, is everybody out there finding it right?
Yeah.
Alright then, let me hear everybody sing.
Yeah, it's coming out next year. One more time. Oh, what did I click on?
Alright, so now since we have discussed the history behind the 2.0, now it's time to discuss another thing that does involve Route 2.0, and that's the legacy stores. For content, the legacy location are previously referred to as Luscious Nichols and Remington are originally founded by
Okay. Sorry, I think should that goes lower down.
Here he is to rock you.
Tux our Avenger.
Rally Rocket and roll
Tux.
with Charlie.
Yeah, His Gnarliness will see you now. Hey, Pizza Cam, come on in. I'm reading my fan mail. Wait till you hear this letter. Dear Charlie, that's me, dude.
Can't believe this is the first show tape. We actually got to hear Pizza Cam's name. Like, actually, his real name is Pizza Cam.
Where did you get your first guitar? Signed, Stringless in Seattle. Well,
Okay, I should have just let this thing be a part 2 then.
I made my first guitar out of stuff around the house. I took this really old chair my mom was gonna like throw away.
Tux again.
Carved out a guitar. It took a really long time, and my hands got really tired and stuff. And I took those things you put on the end of cord cutters.
Well, this is the first show tape. You're a Star is when they actually called him Pizza Cam. He was just known as the camera.
Then I bought guitar strings. It didn't play good or anything, but my dad was so totally impressed with my stick-to-itiveness that he bought me a really cool Fender Stratocaster. Ah, way to go, Dad! Excellent!
Oh, he's, I see what he's doing.
Keep those cards and letters like coming, okay? Whoa! What's this?
Oh, shoot, that's why.
That's like still unidentified flying pizza. Cool. It's still like hovering and stuff. Dudes in the know say the Martians got close to encountering the Chuck E. Cheese's pizza recipe. I took a big shit.
Yeah, it was doing that because 4K quality. Makes sense. Let me go back.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Try again. I want to see something.
I have no clue. What is going on? Well, I just know one thing.
Alright, cool, it works.
I'd like to thank the guy who wrote the song that made my baby fall in love with me.
Alright, so. Bonk in the bonka bonka bonk. Who put the ram in the rabbit rabbit ding dong? The boss she bop.
Alright, so now since we have discussed the history behind the 2.0 series models, it's now time to discuss another thing that does involve Route 2.0, and that's the legacy stores. For content, the legacy location
I can hear him more than I can hear me. Jesus. Alright, 20's good. Alright, try again.
Alright, so now since we have discussed the history behind the 2.0 series models, it's now time to discuss another thing that does involve Route 2.0, and that's the legacy stores. For content, the legacy location are
Oh, God.
the le-
Two did it. Who put the bop in the bop shabba? Who put the dip in the dip dip?
When I say definitely fit, you know I mean it. From the bottom of my boogie,
Who wants to hear a joke?
Do I have to answer that?
I love jokes.
I'd love to hear a joke, Miss Wallace.
Okay, knock a knock.
Who's there?
Euripides. Euripides pants, and you have to find me a new pair.
One of these days.
Hey, Ellen, didn't you say you had a song you wanted to sing?
I do have a song I'd like to sing.
Well, what are you waiting for? Hurry up and sing it before the show
Except
gets
another bad joke. I haven't used this footage much. Break down. What the heck?
Of course, for context, see location not previously.
Really?
For context,
Let's try this again. Me too, I highly doubt that as well. That's why I was paying it on mine. There we go. People. Okay, whenever you're ready to ask me for that permission, just let me know. Just saying.
the legacy location not previously referred to, as much as Makeley Band Redundancy are originally developed by fans at the Chuck E. Cheese retro store. Whenever you want to call it, it's totally up to you.
Should write that link that bit.
Oh, I got it, Sid. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Ice cream soda.
Ice cream soda.
Wait, crap.
Ice cream soda.
Whatever you want to call it, it's totally up to you.
Oh, God. One more time.
We'll be right back to sing some more ways.
Huh.
Call is totally up to you.
Like right there, I need it. Ah, okay, I see where it's going.
When a call is totally up to you. Are a variation of
Jesus
2.0
Christ,
rebound.
mouse. Wait, one more time.
When a call is totally up to you.
Why does it feel like this is speed fast? Oh.
Are a variation of the 2.0 rebound program that keys a store's animatronic stage, as this was created as an effective response to the backlash from the destructions of animatronic shows as around 2023.
Oop, wrong song. Wrong song. Whatever.
Backlash from the destructions of animatronic shows as around 2023.
Let me know you guys can hear the music clearly. Okay. While having a fun time struggling. I hopefully have an answer. No. We already have a video that Chatty Chucky made a video about the photo ride. To me.
Neither rain nor snow nor sleet nor hail will stop the mailman. Yeah, especially if he's delivering mail.
But listen up, I've got a great way to handle that. You see, when the mailman comes to my door, I say, hey, are those
Bills.
And if he says,
Yeah, I'm gonna say send them on back. My name is definitely not Bill.
What do you do if that doesn't work?
why, then I make tracks.
You mean you run away?
No, I mean I make tracks. Railroad tracks. It just really likes me.
What's the point if somebody can already do it if someone already did? It makes no sense. That's like saying, hey, can you make a history a history video on this location? And it's like, no, it's already been done. It's like the history series of locations. If someone's doing it, everyone else don't have to do it, you know? I forgot what the grand video was called. But it wasn't definitely. I thought I had it. I mean, I did have it. Did I delete it? No. Deleted it, but I don't know that right now. Oh, no, I never used the video. Okay, that makes sense. Whoever this Dinah is and why we can't let her blow her horn, it's crazy.
That's time away. Plus, all you gave it a shot. Come on, yeah. Nick.
I'm hoping that Tay and Tyler does show up today. The long part? Yeah, no. Oops. No, I haven't clicked that. Where is that video he made years ago? Expect this to play. Here.
What was that?
The
Wait.
well, let me turn it down a little bit. Too early. Hold up, I'm going to my hand. Look at that. Talk about too early. And this plays. 1 second. Where's that video? From like Northridge. Am I tripping? Oops. Dang it, mouse. One second, y'all. This mouse is tripping. Might have to buy a new mouse. Oh, no, that's not it. I don't see it. Okay, I see me and my friends. Am I tripping? Oh my god, dude. I know you had it. Oh, there it is. See its video. It's Northbridge. Wait, no, over here.
The quality really looks like that? It does.
Alright. I make sure this is MP4, not MP3. Cause another one. Jeez. Are we just playing like? Oh my god, it smells stupid. Like we're just playing Halloween stuff tonight. It's crazy. I don't want the audio. It's for X. 4. Oh my god. Try again. Oh, this might be it. Try again. Okay. 1 second, y'all. Woohoo!
That's right. Let's get on our feet and party down.
It's the star stage moment. It's one of those things you know. Thank you.
This is a party. And I know that it is a fun day. And I know that it is a fun day. And I know that it is a fun day. Party. And I know that it is a fun day. And I know that it is a fun day. And I know that
It's a fun day. Forget Rockstar. This was a real DJ Munch. A lot of people don't realize that Avenger was DJ Munch. Hey.
and I know that it is a fun day. And I know that it is a
That is canon, by the way. Do not take that serious. Yeah. Well, no. He was around Rockstar too. Early Rockstar. There you go, you girls. Okay, yeah, I'm not touching the mouse no more. Because.
make some noise. Now all you
Girls?
get do some twirls. This is a party and it's time to show the world.
A party. I'm not touching the mouse no more, y'all. Some case I might, but not all. A party. It's almost finished. And I know that it is a fun day. And playgrounds everywhere. And
It's a big year here for us.
shut up. Well, this is a party. And I know that it is a fun day. And I know that it is a fun day. And I know that it is a fun, fun day. Party. And I know that it is a fun, fun day.
Bye bye, everybody.
Star Stage moment. If you know, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's showtime! So put your hands together for Chuck E. Cheese!
Do you? No disco. Don't get them on the floor. Yeah, that door's got. Okay, this version sucks. Yeah, this version really sucks. Much did better. Alright. Play that. Come on!
Cheese location in Northbridge, California will be the first store to keep this Tuesday from
Old Time Rock and Roll.
last year. You will see 4 or more locations being saved, which were made.
I mean, this version of Chucky. Why is it? Oh no, they did this. Okay, good. Oh, like, please do not crash on me this fast.
You will see 4 or more locations being saved, which were
To the soul. Days ago. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. To the soul. So Taylor says she'll probably hop around like between 10:30 and 11 on her end. And old time rock and roll. Check this out first. Almost done. I can have that out by next month.
Thanks, folks. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I can have that out by next month.
Boy, I'm sleepy.
We're not keeping you awake, are we?
I must have stayed up too late last night doing my chores.
Chores? Did you say chores?
Yeah, chores.
I love chores.
Crazy. No, not
short chores, but chores. It's a fun song I just wrote about doing things around the house before you go out to play. Y'all want to hear it?
Sure. Well, alrighty. Oh man, I wish Ava was here. She loves the Jasper song.
It's a beautiful day. Going outside to play. My dad stopped me, said, I've got something for you.
Man, that sucks, man.
Oh, he said, a
Oh, never mind.
size.
I knew that was gonna work.
Learn how to organize. He said, before you play, you've got something.
Well, that sucks, Cheddar, because guess what? I need you clean your room and mop the floor. Stop right now and get it done by 4. Hurry up, Cheddar. You can go play when you're through. Oh, wait, I got some more. You gotta walk the dog and feed the cat. Sweep the floor, but not under the mat. Before you play, you got some chores to do. And I got my buddy Deshaun. He said, "Oh, come on, Charles. It's just Greg. I just want to play Capture the Flag. Andy and John are outside waiting for me." Yeah. I said, Andy and John are ready to play. Because they already done their chores today. Now get moving, Deshaun. Because this dust is bothering me. Boys, clean your room, mop the floor. Stop right now, get it done by 4. Hurry up, son, you can go play when you're through. Oh wait, don't forget, walk the dog, feed the cat, and sweep the floor, but not under the mat. Before you play, you got some chores to do. Now, excuse me, we got jazz or air guitar soloing in this. No, I didn't get any of it, did I? I did. So, just a follow-up. They did their chores. They worked real hard. Cheddar Eve stuck them hinges and Deshaun mowed the lawn. Kept the drop there, tell me they were through. They said, "Hey, outside to have some fun." I looked at the boys and then they said, "Thank you." Again, clean your room, mop the floor. You got right now, get it done by 4. Have you done, son? You can go play when you're through. Walk the dog and feed the cat. Sweep the floor and out under the mat. Before you play, you got some chores to do, and you can watch Animal Crackers out there. Before you play, you got some chores to do.
Well, folks, speaking of chores, we've got several things that we need to do around here. Give me a break. You guys. Folks, enjoy your stay here at my place, and remember, the band and I sure do love playing for you, and we hope you're having a great time too. We're gonna take a break real quick, but we'll catch you in just a little while. Bye-bye. See you later.
That was actually funny. I like how Charles like, I don't really do chores. I'm a lazy man. I'm like, okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's my privilege to introduce the most recognizable mouse in the Northern Hemisphere.
I think the audio corrected this now.
Fanatic of fun, Chuck E. Cheese.
From Mayworth, New York, shouts the 16 English Lucy Dana.
Paper or plastic. Activate it. Then scratch my head. Thought about the things he said. Yeah. Paper or plastic. Paper or plastic. Why I gotta catch a band?
Do you know QuickBooks Online?
I don't learn about ketchup.
Finances with your financial accounts and apps.
Hello, everyone. Today I am here in Nanuet, New York, outside of their Chuck E. Cheese's. Now, alright, guys, now let's do a quick history lesson.
There we go. That's more better. Oh yeah, I came across a video earlier today too, and so interesting. Paper or plastic? Yes. Recycle it, paper or plastic. While we wait though. Jesus Christ. While we wait, Figure will play your recent video, by the way, Cheddar.
New York store.
I hate this mouse.
Thanks for fixing the meal. Stealing credit cards. Stealing credit cards. That's what we're doing. What's the matter with you? Go to your room.
That was good. Dude. Oh, man. Not mean to do
Hello,
that.
everyone. Today I am here in
Nope. Pause. Okay, I don't want to play that. And it's now currently known that every store in Canada is getting it. It's getting a remodel. Lord. Oh my God. Man doing it. Do you love me? Do you love me? Alright, hold on a second. I was right here. I think because when I played the video, it probably messed it up, the volume. Do you love me? Do you love me? Ava, I got a special gift for you. Yes, they did twice actually. They did Dance 88 and this one September 2001. Hey, Tyler! My poppable quiz.
so Punch can attend his dance lessons. Don't worry though, we'll be back in a jiffy.
What? I'm sorry. Hey Tyler, how's it going, man? Taylor had reached out to me earlier today and said I was going live.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And speaking of Taylor,
band is taking a break.
there she is.
Stay tuned for a
Mark's on
CCTV special.
Wait. What? I can simply explain myself. Hey, the news on.
Oh, much. He said spanning the globe, not panning the globe.
It's time for the Chuck E. Cheese news.
Can you turn it down a bit?
Howdy, folks.
Much is scoop.
And now, here
Oh,
are
shoot.
today's headlines. Here they are.
And turn it down.
There you go.
Okay, look.
And this just in. We've just been alerted.
I can't do this.
Take it away, Mike.
Look, I can simply explain myself here.
I don't quite have that.
I can simply explain myself here. I just need to do it, for the money. We're poor. We're broke. We're bankrupt. Hold it. I mean, thanks for paying the bill. Yeah, but stealing credit cards? Really? What is wrong with you? Sorry, man. It was a real struggle out there, You gotta understand, I'm an orphan. Yes, I know that, dude, but you could've asked. I know, but what can I do? Stealing credit cards, buddy? You crazy, bro? I mean, dude, do you see the post? Yes. You know our reputation is on the line. This is so embarrassing. I can't believe I'm in the same room as you, knowing that you went ahead and saw a credit card and get arrested. Well, I mean, in full costume? Really? This how you represent our brand? I'm so sorry about that. No, you should be sorry because you got arrested in a costume, bro. How did it felt? How did that car ride felt? It felt horrible. It felt like, I was gonna, I was gonna. Don't say it on here, please don't say it. Please don't say it. Please don't say the word. Okay, I won't say what I'm gonna say. Let me this ring out the way. But it was horrible, man. But thanks for paying the bill. Yeah, dude. Next time you go out and you steal credit cards, I'll make sure I will not save you this time. I only did that because, I had to do this for you. But don't do it again. All right, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, that better be. Oh, one final thing. Yeah. Just stay in front of the camera real quick. Oh, okay, cool. What are you gonna do? Oh, nothing really. Oof. And that's what he gets for stealing credit cards. Okay, now back to your regularly basic show.
And you promised me you would be more careful in the future. Oh, besides, what could possibly go wrong? You all right back there, Larry?
Just like that, another out of context.
Like an accident waiting to happen.
Yeah, except for the waiting.
You're right. But hey, Taylor and Tyler. Oh, say Taylor and Jay. Taylor and Tyler. Hey, how's it going, guys?
A real treat right now.
Like I said, you guys can thank Taylor
Is the exciting
for
earth-shaking
reaching out to me earlier today.
down at the Twist and Shout.
For seeing if I was going live tonight. But we were editing, so still are. And then we're having some discussion too. So you guys have your wild and crazy questions. Definitely put in the chat. But I'll be right back though. Alright. Alright. Oh, this then that one? Oh. I didn't put this on here. At the hip, that's what I was laughing about. At the hip. What's our ship name? I don't even know. I mean, y'all both T's. I don't even know. That's the thing. And it works so well. Like, Taylor and Tyler. Help me out here, game. What is a good ship name for Taylor and Tyler? I can't think of nothing. What is this? That's old part. I think that's still need releasing. TX2. Oh, TX High. What do y'all think? Supersonic. Oh yeah, I gotta take this off. Come on. TX High. I don't know, the T's fit so well. Oops. I thought you had something about Taylor. The double T's. Actually, that worked. I like that double T. Oh, because it reminds me. Okay, you know, it's funny you mention that because it reminds me of Double D. For those who have watched it, Ed and Eddie, they always have this character called Double D. We like never know his other name or what the D stand for his name, and all the characters call him except Ralph. Ralph will always call him Double Ed Boy, and everyone else call him Double D. I like that Double T. Didn't think about that. Oh no, what's wrong with the mouse?
Hell,
Huh. But yes, Taylor did reach out to me if I was going live tonight, and I was like, oh, good question. Glad you asked because tonight is editing night. Which is the worst part. I hate doing it. Well, I got the radio playing in the background. Because Cheddar suggested playing music will help the stream be more entertaining, and I agree. A bear. Ooh. Oh no, that's one. And sure that it stay right there. Oops, that did not work.
Those are some weird dreams. I always dream about the same thing.
We know, but
Pizza!
Why is that going fast?
I had a really strange dream the other night. It was about my grandma.
Oh yeah? Well, tell us about it, Jasper.
I wrote a song about it. You want to hear it?
That's weird. It's supposed to go fast. Okay, go slow then. Interesting. Happy. Yeah, because it's like, you know, the checkbox got updated. He's like better than he was before. Oh man, Taylor, did you went to Nanowick? I feel like you did. I know you went to Hicksville, but I think you went to Nanowick. I could be wrong though. Alright. Go, Granny, go! Oh, back in November. Did I see that video? Maybe I did, and I probably didn't remember, like, full. Now I gotta watch back it again.
Neighborhood, New York, which has a 16 units PUC data.
That is a nice dough mixture. Look at that lovely dough dough mix. Look at that lovely dough mix, guys. It's so beautiful. God. Just look at it. He's beautiful. Just we gotta do a close up. Look at the dough mixer. How beautiful. So beautiful.
I think it would be
Like,
neat if that dream was really true.
Yeah, I always mind like that.
Mixed.
Really?
And the accordion.
sounds like you have a talented granny.
Well, my grandma doesn't play the guitar, but she did buy me a new one for Christmas last year. So maybe that's why I had that
Oops.
dream.
It's a lot,
Oh my God! It's Amanda Dog Show.
but we've got to take a quick break. Folks, we'll be back in just a little bit. Bye.
Hey, that song played next on here, buddy. I would not be surprised.
Hicksville, New York, which has a one stage.
Okay, so that goes to part 1 folders and find this one.
year here for us at
Never mind then.
And to help celebrate, we'd like to perform an old favorite just for you.
No favorite for us.
All the kids, the game, Mom.
This version.
The pizza too.
If you all enjoy yourselves as much as we do, I think the world is gonna be a better place.
Tell 'em that's fun.
Feeling this is gonna be a special day. Ricky and my friends are making plans to go out and play.
When I wake up, I'm excited 'cause a new day's waiting for me. Yeah. But after I waste inside, I'm not feeling crazy. Oh no.
You won't catch me frowning with tears in my eyes. I don't see rain clouds, just sunny skies.
I don't know. It's entertaining. It's gonna be fun. I know I am.
It's got me here and it jumps about 7 o'clock. I think so.
Kind of early.
I know we're gonna make this place.
All right, y'all. Debatable question. I need everyone's full honesty. Which version of Chucky's Place is the best one? And yes, you can include the '92 version too. Oh, and the '91 version. What the? What is this doing? This thing that? Oh no, it's tripping. Let me piece of mind.
Hicksville, New York, which house at A1 stage,
That's up to judge. I gotta think, buddy. I understand that. There's only one right answer.
Hicksville, New York, which house at A1 stage,
Oh, yeah, see what it's doing. Whose place?
Hicksville, New York, which house at A1 stage, Springfield, Illinois.
Gee, this thing is going by fast. Things supposed to go fast. Let's go slow. Alright, whatever. I'll try, Chucky.
Hicksville, New York, which house at A1 stage,
Wait, hold on.
you see data. Hicksville, New York, which house at A1 stage, Springfield, Illinois, which house at
Jeez, okay, 1 second. Why is it going fast?
which house at A1 stage,
Alright, one state. Oh my god, it's the songs from Trek. For sure. Thanks for dropping by, bud. I might have to save this later and figure something else out that's going on, because there might be something going on with the thing.
Springfield, Illinois, which house at a CU1 stage, in Pineville, North Carolina, which house at a 3 stage. Now, of course, I have made several videos on the Legacy Store topics, so if you want to check out the playlist, link will be in the description. However, while we're on the subject, it's time to discuss some various updates regarding the Legacy Stores. So strike right in, folks, because it's a lot to cover. Around September 2024, Norfolk will
Wait, I thought I had a joke in Springfield. Okay. For sure. Ladies and gentlemen, the Double T's had left the building.
Come on, everybody, get up
bust of George Washington. For the art class.
That's it. Alright, sing with me now.
The two T's. Yep. Look at Springfield.
Somebody once as good as this, and change the gas I need to get myself away from the place.
I said, yep. What a concept.
Use a little for myself, baby.
Oh, use a little change.
Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Back to the rules and I hit the ground running. It's time to live for fun. And when you get smart, you get stuff. So much to do, so much to
The
see.
six of us don't get thick in the back streets.
You don't know. You never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Hey now, you're a rock star.
Get your show on. Paid it all 9 liters ago. Only shooting star. Break a mo. They said all 9 liters ago. Only shooting stars. Break a mo.
Thanks. Thank you very much. Thanks, everybody. Thank you.
Chucky, you sounded great on that song.
It is something going on with it.
Chuck, I mean, you sounded just like
Let me say this.
an all-star.
1 second, I gotta say this. I know something's going on.
Chuck, you know, Jasper, I do feel like an all-star, but not because of that song. It's all because of you kids that come to my place over the years that makes me feel so much like a star.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yes, that is so sweet. Hey, why don't we play that special song we wrote a song?
While I'm doing that, while that's happening,
Wally, kids, this song is just for you. Yeah.
so I want to show you something though. Turns out. Turn it down for a little bit. I'm going to show you guys what little, this one slip of change I did with the Scott Wilson interview. So, I was just toying around the other day, because you know, like, you know how in the, we got an 8-minute countdown for the talk show? That Cyberstar countdown? So, I'm like, oh wait, you know, the 90s, they had like these old countdowns too and stuff. And I was going to use this for the talk show, but I was like, you know, let's just use the Cyberstar countdown. You guys really like it and everything. So no changes there. So I got to delete these damn files. So what I did for the Scott Wilson interview, whenever this does premiere and stuff, you guys get this lovely 8-minute countdown. Turn it down a bit. I'll play this for you guys real fast, and then I'll get back to editing. So this one came from the Plane, Trains, and Automobiles. I wanted to use like some like original CDC music, but I'm like, oh, I like this music so much. Let's just add this in. So you got all the characters trying to move to number 8. So Chucky moves the 8. He likes it. Helen moves the 8 to a different spot. She likes it right there. Pasquale, he moves the 8 right there. He likes it. Jasper, he moves the 8 right there. He likes it. Walks off. Helen does the same thing. And then, boom, moves to a different spot. Chucky says, move the 8 right there. And then, what's Helen, and everybody, is this loud? I love these countdowns. They're just so funny and hilarious. And of course, you got some amazing sales from the talented Dan Peeler and Charlie Rose. But whenever I do like the 90s topic, I will put in a little countdown as well too. This was supposed to be it for it, but I'm like, oh, this is Scott Wilson. We'll just add this in. In the six-step shuffle. They don't make countdowns good like these anymore. Right? They don't make them that good anymore, you know? This is one of my favorites. Ava's gonna love this one. I don't think DNA was part of this one. Early 90s, I don't think so. Jasper, no! No! Jasper! 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 Yeah, they did some more for CDC too. I gotta find more countdowns. A fire explosion. Oh my god. That's funny. I just love these old countdowns. You can see like Charlie and Dan's work on this was just so amazing. It just bring back nostalgic vibes, 90s nostalgic vibes. Which I think they got some more like these and some other old show tapes. I just gotta go and look for those. God, Chucky. Hey, Ducky. And we got Jasper fixing a clock. Wait. Forget Godzilla, that Mushzilla. Eat at Chuck E. Cheese's. You can tell they were trying. And this reason I'm going to change the music because I remember hearing this a lot, like the little like yeah, right? Hey Dookie, how's it going, my friend? Yeah, I'm a top of the world. Uh-oh. Oh! And of course, wait for it. You cannot end up the countdown without this nostalgic 90s feeling. And that's pretty much it. So before the actual episode, I mean the interview, like plays, you guys get an 8-minute countdown on nostalgic viewing. So this is gonna be out very, very soon. I just gotta upload it to the channel, make a good description for it, and then set it premiere and stuff. I might premiere for a Saturday. I think I always have like every episode's on a Saturday. I think I did Saturdays for some episodes. I'm not sure, but yes, that'll be it. Hopefully around next month I can actually get it out there on the channel. Actually, speaking of which, let me upload it now since we're on that topic. Scott Wilson's interview. I'm just clicking on for kids, and I'll just have this unlisted for right now. Alright, so yeah, these are not bad copyrights, they're just blocking some parts, and I don't really, at least y'all still seeing it. Video uploading, yes it is. Okay, enough about the video. Oh, I did I? Yeah, I did. Okay.
Ever since I was a young buck, I dreamed of meeting Jack the Beanstalk. Well, Jack,
Slap and face, huh?
it's time for you to fly.
Sitting with a body, your dreams are coming true. Yes, it's such a waiting. What's missing now is
Do something giant.
Strike out on your own. Do something giant. You won't be alone. Keep your eye on
It's like I'm off both days, that's the thing.
if you do something giant. Whoever you are.
time out, time out. Totally object.
Alright, so
Going in.
That's the biggest one of those I've ever seen. What is it? I don't know, but it's the biggest one of those I've ever seen. Gang, say hello to Jack and the Beanstalk.
this damn thing is being stupid. I'm gonna have to restart the tablet. I mean the laptop then.
It's about me and the beanstalk.
Everything else can work fine.
Green thing behind you.
It's a beanstalk.
You gotta really love beans.
Hey, Jack. You seem upset.
Cause this translation can work well.
60 News DC Data, Hicksville, New York, which houses a 1 stage, Springfield, Illinois, which houses a CU1 stage, and Pineville, North.
Instead of climbing the beanstalk,
Get out!
On an imaginary trip. Why don't you join us?
On this thing? Is it safe?
Nope, it's not safe. It's dangerous, boy.
you're up to challenge giants. Afraid to take the flight.
No, get out.
Makes the story come out right.
Any giant that can find you better watch out for his help. 'Cause we are right behind you. Come on, kid, help yourself.
Do something giant. Hang on, here we go. To fight
Hey, hold on a second, fool. Because I'm not reading these messages talking about you're going to be on the stream in about 20 minutes I don't be checking my phone when I'm on stream that much anymore. So don't think you get a slip up pass anytime you this time. But mister, you're gonna talk about I'm about to jerk off and then I'm gonna join? You nasty.
Jack. Delicious to meet you.
Hello, Mr. Giant. I'm Chuck E. Cheese. And this is my crew. And Jack's our friend. So how are you?
Hello in there.
Everyone wave at the giant.
Hi, little people.
Yes, that's an imagination.
Is that a
Also, I was talking about Dookie.
Never mind that, Mr. Giant. I'm here to fight you.
I had a pizza since I was a little baby giant.
You've been taking all of and all of my stuff.
And I'm so hungry.
Wait a minute. If he's just hungry, why don't we feed him? Everybody, put your hands to your brains and imagine the biggest pizza there ever was.
I'm about to restart my laptop, so I think the editor is being stupid now.
You can cut 'em down to size. You can't just dance around 'em. Open up your eyes. Do something giant. Now what do you know? A friendly giant is joining the show.
For treasures, pursue it. At pleasures, won't do it.
Do something giant. That's how you grow. Do something giant. Now what do you know? A friendly giant is joining the show.
For treasures, pursue it. At pleasures, won't do it.
Because it's Disney.
Giant. That's how you grow. Do something giant. Do something giant. We'll be back with more adventures after we get refueled and refreshed. See you later. Do something giant.
Hey everyone, get ready for fun, because the Chuck E. Cheese Variety Show is on the air. And here's the star of our show, Chuck E. Cheese.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. We're having a good time singing some of our most loved songs. Hey guys, what can we sing next?
I know, since we
We all love music so much.
what if we sing, we all
No.
music.
I had to restart this real fast. I just want to restart it so I can see if, like, if this editor is acting up. Restart anyway. I'm playing my phone. My bad.
Always sing the same thing. It doesn't matter where we come from or what we do. We all love music. Music, yes, it's true. You may like a song that's different than the one that I think's okay. I might like to dance along. You might not like it that way.
I think they had a road stage, I'm not sure. Wrong pin? What? Oh shit. What is up with this phone? Jesus. Yes. Don't be blue. Just singing a beat melody. No, they won't. Alright, I just want to see something about the editing. And if it is what it is, and God, this thing won't keep loading.
He's editing. Are you editing?
I'm back in the room. It is the editor. It's the editor that can.
Lots of fun today.
Okay, that's cool. It doesn't matter.
Next up, it's some clowns making a sandwich.
Hey, Jay. Haven't seen in a minute, man.
Hey, what do you say? Who wants to have some fun today?
Let me figure something out.
You're in the right place. Because Chucky's here to put a smile on your face.
Let me see something.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Little love and some tenderness. We'll walk upon the water
Oh, it is.
above the mist with a little peace and some harmony.
Okay, I see what it's doing.
We'll take the world together.
Alright, alright, alright. I guess gotta go with the flow, I guess. Cool.
Yesterday, I saw you standing there. Your head was down, your eyes were red. The cold touched your hair. I said, get up and let me see you smile. We'll take a walk together. Walk the road a while. 'Cause I got a hand for you. I got a hand for you. 'Cause I wanna run with you.
Still want me to visit, you know that, man. Saying. I mean, you were like, oh shoot, 2-3 hours away. Oh my God. Shortcut. Uh-huh. What was this before, dude? Oh, what's it before? Shit, hold up. hide it. Okay. Yes, because somebody, when I told him, hey, I'm going to New Orleans to go check out the 3 stage, it's like 22, right? I tell you about it, and then the moment it was supposed to be Christmas.
Remember when you said you were giving away free stuff?
I never said each thing.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Yeah, I didn't see that, okay?
Hey, you want to hear one?
Well,
Anyway,
you see, here's the
yeah,
thing,
so
Wally?
change of plans happened. That was supposed to like Christmas Eve. We were supposed to meet up.
I don't know.
That's out of context moments right there.
Come on, everyone. It wasn't that bad.
well,
Kind of glad the double T's wasn't here to see that happening.
good either.
It sucks too because they will make a good comment out of it, especially Taylor. I can see that
Your
happening.
jokes may be bad, Pasquale, but you're still a fun guy to be around. In fact, I can't think of any place I'd rather be than right here with all of you.
You're so sweet.
Thank you very much, Jasper.
Yes, I'm still waiting on the day till Jake comes down here.
Come on now. Yeah. You and me, we come from different worlds. You like to laugh at me when I look at other girls. Sometimes you're crazy, and you wonder why.
Alright,
I'm such a baby.
here it is. Indeed, it will be soon. I would say like Sarah and Justin, but they live in Atlanta. I mean Georgia. I know that'll be a hassle. You asked me what I've been mine. Did it like Italy? Okay, try this again. Whenever we meet up in the middle of our states, ride together and go see Sarah and Justin, that'd be great. If the money was right, you know, and then timing too, has had to be perfect as well.
Sometimes I wonder if it will ever end.
When you find a better job with better pay and everything, and then we'll talk more about that.
My friends, sometimes crazy.
Or just get them to come visit over here.
I'm such a baby and I don't.
I mean, it sucks for you because you have to do all the driving. Ah, dang it. I think when it does that. I am actually planning on going back to Mississippi soon, though. Ah, I got it. Because I want to go see, like, Smitty's Super Service Station up in Little Improve. I met Damon around, like, January during that Comic-Con in New Orleans. And since you're in Mississippi, You know, it's like a 2-3 hour drive for me, but you know, like I say, man, if the money's right and everything was all right, if bills were up right and everything, then yeah.
Thanks there, Chucky.
But
old
one day,
pal. You're welcome. Folks, we're gonna take
it just sucks because like the moment I mean, I went to New Orleans to go see the stage, and that same, I know I text you too saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna be over there for the holiday season for a little bit, and I'm gonna talk to my mom saying, hey, can we go to New Orleans? And I remember you told me that, and I think if I'm not mistaken, your grandma forgot or something that day because it was Christmas Eve. I remember that it was Christmas Eve, and I was like, "Hey, so I'm going like Christmas Eve or something." I think you said something like your grandma forgotten or you forgot to remind her or something you said. But I remember like it was like change of plans that day, and I was like, "Ah."
Just play, all you can play, never retreat. Play, all you can play, every day. Just play, all you can play, every day. Just play, all you can play, all you can play.
Play on you can play as much as you can.
Make time every day to get into playing and make it a plan.
There's only one that's closed around me, apparently. There's a lot more that are closed, but there's one that I know that is closed. One I went to, which I need to freaking edit this damn blog for it. And there's another one that I'm planning on going soon. I think it's like an hour. It's an hour away from me, but I need to edit this blog. I need to sit down and edit this next blog. But we have a couple actually that are closed around, and some of them are still around today. So yes.
I play every day.
Oh, that was it.
All the things that it's given me. Building my skills to help me build friendships.
What locations? Find out whenever I edit. When I get to editing.
Stronger. It's making me
Yeah, there you go. Marrero,
isn't a wrong way.
Sidel, and Moreau. Marrero we recently went to. That's the blog I need to edit. Sidel is on the booking list. Moreau is 4 hours. I'm not doing Marrero. But there's a lot more locations out there actually, supposedly that are still around that are actually closed. And some of them are still around today as different locations that I did some digging into. The bunny! What is always better? Bandu has some bunny eto. Oh, kind of got clears on here.
It's New York, which happening was
I don't even know. I don't dig deep into those. You been to Monroe? That's cool. I've never been. I heard they removed their bar years ago. Like 2 years ago, I think. Whenever CUC stopped programming, then they removed it. No, they were the franchise. Monroe was a franchise, and Bossier Cities was a franchise. But I would have gone, but that was like 4 hours, bro. I'm not driving 4 hours to the damn store.
You come help me with mine, I can help you with yours.
I'll be right back, guys.
So we can keep playing some more.
I'm gonna say it again like I said it before. Let's play. All you can play. Every day. Hey, just play. All you can play. Every day. Just play. All you can play. Every day. Just play. All you can play. All you can play. This is dedicated to all the kids of the world. To kids of all ages. Remember to play all you can play. Keep playing.
Freaking neck. Hey, it's the Overused Summer Song. I don't know. Just gotta do it. Serious. Yes, it is. Like, you know how many times it was played in every summer show?
Starlight, Starbright. Coolest
Matt Damn did a good job writing it, though.
I wish I may. I wish I might. To have this wish I wish tonight. I wish to play with all my friends. I wish this summer would never end. I wish that you had please spend my summer with Chuck E. Cheese.
I don't know. Don't know about Wesley or Alice. What's Alice? Na 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 sharing. Am I right? Yeah, this is sharing. No, this is Rock and Robot. Rock and Robin. My bad. Tweet.
Why we're back? We've been having a great time sharing some of our favorite songs with you. Hey, Chuck, let's sing something that really rocks. Yeah, I want to sing something you can dance to.
Yes, it's something that makes you want to get up and move. Move? More moving? I better go back.
Oh,
Not that kind of move. Helen needs music that makes you want to move your feet. And here's a great song just for dancing.
it all depends how long I'm feeling. There's no ending to it. All depends. It really all depends. Yes, it does have a similar thing. But how long it takes me to finish, it really depends how long I take. I take my time with projects. As long as there's no rushing demands for it. Really all depends how my flow is. I mean, I can stop the edit right here and then call it a day. You know, and then I hop back on it another day. Oh my God. Hey, welcome back. Singing go, bird, go. I'm gonna keep going until I feel like I'm ready to stop. That's just how I am.
Springfield, Illinois, which also gets one stage.
Like I can add like one simple beat with like there we go, done. I don't play no games. He said the word, he said chickadee. I have a Switch, but I don't play it much. Yes, 4 hours, bro. 4 hours of funness. You can thank Taylor and Tyler for the amazing fun last night. It's always fun when they're around. Tweet, 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 tweet.
Podría el propietario de una camioneta pick-up oxidada con placas G00DT0.
Alright. Hey, I found the worst thing I didn't want to hear. I did not want to hear a Spanish birthday. So guess what, guys? We're about to play something else now. Okay, what are we going to play next? Because I kind of need something to keep this energy going. Oh, right. Let's see. Let's see what to play. What to play. What to play. What to play on the stream. Right now on the stream. Right now on the stream. Right now, what are we going to play? 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 Oh, okay, yeah, okay, I figured it out. Okay, we gotta play, oh shit, here we go again.
So you think you know Wix? Do you really? First up, we've got you.
This is the show tape where you want to say, oh shit, here we go again. Rocket Fire fans know about this one. Man, I just realized something. Right before I restarted the laptop, I need to go back to the talk show real fast. Hold on a second, y'all. I gotta see this thing uploaded or not after after this. Shoot, did it went through? Okay, I gotta make sure this thing was still going because like immediately when I restarted, I forgot this was going. So I gotta make sure this thing still goes through. Anyway, where were we? Oh shit! Here we go again. So yeah, a little fun fact. A lot of people at Showbiz hated the Abbey Road show tape because with it being like the most popular segment from the Rocket Fire that Creative Engineering did, it became overplayed so much. Your battery's at 20%, girl. You better go get that charger and you better stay on here. Nah, just kidding. Alright, Ava. Make sure you charge the charger though. Sucks if it dies on you. But anyway, start from the beginning. Okay, I was joking with you, but okay. Yeah, you should, man. Actually, you want to ship them to the house? I mean, you want to ship them? I think you still got my number. No, her and Tyler had hopped off. They talk about they'll be back if the stream's back on. If not, that's fine. I don't blame them. Alright. You got my number, right? Hold on, let me text right now. I ain't gonna say your number on the stream. Or is it a new number? Actually, no. I'm gonna just text you on Instagram real fast. No, the two T's left. I text you, Jay. Remember how so many Rockford fans request to have a song every time? Exactly, yeah, it was really that popular, dude. Really that popular. Like, I don't know the whole appealing of this show. Like, I'll never understand it. The heightness of this show. Okay. I still got the same number then. Alright. I sent the message. Six PM? Alright. Everybody's out there. Whatever she's saying. Ooh, my bad.
Shots at the police station.
That song is long. I might start changing this damn tone of the messages now, bruh. I like it, but Jesus, aggravating now. Talking about yourself, Aaron.
Now, of course, I have made several videos on the licensed source, with one being style playlists, link will be in the description. However, while we're on the subject, it's time to discuss some recent updates regarding the licensed source. So start right up, right?
Oh, crap.
Now, of course, I have made several videos on the licensed source topic, with one being style playlists, link will be in the description. However, while we're on the subject, it's time to discuss some various updates regarding the licensed source. So start right up right in, folks, because it's a lot to cover.
What was I thought? This better not be the same one. I think. Wait a second, y'all. I'm getting messages left to right now. Like me and Jay are talking right now. So that's why you're hearing like on the other end.
Around 1990, as the last stage with Jasper Banjo. Throughout the years, the Rose stage would have fell into victim in replacement.
I want to hear something with this. I swear it then.
Alright, so now since we have this, let's start up right in, folks, because it's a lot to cover. Around September 2024, Dark Rooster will undertake some new e-pop kit to the first stage single to Siren singles.
No, that's probably the same thing. I swear I was putting a joke about Springfield about it, and I just don't remember it was in there or not, to be honest with you. Okay, let's watch the rest of the show. Because it's like... How do you not get tired when talking? I don't know. I'm used to hearing myself every time when I edit and watch my videos. It's aggravating. Like, get used to it. I don't think it will. I ain't gonna be live long. I got work in the morning.
Once there was a way
I don't know how to tell you about that one, Bryce.
to get back on.
Alright, y'all, and that is gonna pop up on the moon's part. I'm calling it.
Once there was a way
Oh, yeah.
to get back home. Sleep really bad. And I will sing a lullaby.
Beast Bear! It's Beast Bear! I told y'all, an ad was gonna pop up. Every time his part comes on, an ad pops up.
At any scale, just by thinking about it.
I will sing a lullaby. Hi,
Get back in the living room.
what are you watching?
Get back in the living room. Yeah, when they were doing the show tape, Rick didn't have a character voice to do, and they were looking for a new Beach Bear voice. So what it was, when Rick did Golden Slumbers for the Moon, because I guess he needed like a backup vocal, he became the new voice of Beach Bear on the spot. This was the show tape itself, where this was last time you hear Aaron's version of Beach Bear, and you get to hear Rick's. Which actually, this was the first show tape too, as well, that had the new voice of Missy and Beach Bear both.
Oh yeah! Alright! I don't wanna be in my dreams tonight.
Alright, Chuck E. Cheese tour. You're about to get kicked out, bruh. Alright, I was gonna get that over to Cheddar, but never mind. Alright, let me go put those codes in the back for a bit. Oops.
Her Majesty's a pretty nice girl, but she does have a lot to say. Her Majesty's a pretty nice girl, but she takes her day to day. I wanna tell her that I love her a lot, but I gotta get a belly full of wine. Her Majesty's a pretty nice girl, someday I'm gonna make her mine. Oh yeah, someday I'm gonna make her mine.
Alright, that was a good show tape. So yeah, continuing on with Rick. So, yes, this was the first show tape where Rick would take over, or this would be after the show tape, because the holiday one would be the first one. You get to hear, like, him as Beach Bear. But as the story goes, when Rick joined, because he was actually engineering at first when he was young, like I think 19, I want to say. And then he also did program the animatronics too, but he was doing engineering first. So there is like actually vintage footage of like him in the studio with Aaron and Jeff during that time. And of course, Rick, he did contribute in the GR first album. Rick also contributed, and you listen really close in Louisiana, and you can hear Rick's backup vocals very clearly in that song. You just gotta listen to it very carefully. But anyway, So as the story goes, Rick was very nervous. He was very shy, and um, it was one day, as Aaron said, that he was trying to work on this song, and Rick said he was working on one of his songs. But anyway, Aaron found out that Rick can sing. So of course he calls in Duke and Bert and everyone else around to hear Rick sing, and Rick couldn't, like, he was so nervous that he couldn't say one word, like one vocal cord out of nothing. And then Sal gets like, Sal looks in disappointment, and everybody just walks away, and Aaron just looks like disappointment into Rick. But this is where the Abbey Road show tape comes in and how he got the voice of Beach Bear. Because as we all know, the tribute to the Abbey Road, we got Felicia as the voice of Missy with her rendition of Tomorrow, and of course in the Elvis melody. And of course Abbey Road Shape too, by the way. But it was when they had the part for the moon for the Golden Slumber, and Rick came in and he sang it in run take. And again, you hear from Aaron too that Rick is basically someone who sang in one take, and they were they were looking for a voice for Beach Bear, because in Aaron's mind he wanted the center stage characters to be like a real band. He wants to make them feel like they're a real band. And of course, here comes Rick singing Golden Slumbers, and Aaron said, "This is my new Beach Bear voice." And yes, I know he is back. I see that. Wait. No, Doogie, go ahead. I don't really care. That's the ticket. Alright, so let's play another Rocket Fire show. Actually, one of my favorites that got back listening to. Guitars in. I love this one because this one really shows the characters interacting with each other. I like this one. Let's play Guitars in.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah. You interrupt me while I pop open my mouth. Now, what's on your mind, my little Sedona Fig?
I just wanted to ask if I could introduce the next song.
Sure, go ahead, no problem.
Thanks, Max. Ladies and gerbils. No, you're just kidding. Ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to sing a song.
Does the song have a name?
Yeah. This song is called Guitar Scene, and it's about a big monkey.
Mitzi, this song is about a monkey, and it's about a jungle man named
Guitar Lane.
See, you got that straight?
We don't talk about
It's
that.
not about a monkey, is it?
My cue card says it's about a monkey.
It's
Now,
Missy
you can take it
Boobs.
from here?
Missy
Oh, yeah,
Boobs.
sure. Okay. Well, this guy, he sings at a big casino nightclub right in the middle of the jungle.
Mitzi. No. Wait.
There he goes
wait.
again.
You got it all wrong. There's nothing about any nightclub in this song. Let me
Thanks, man.
quit laughing. Now look, baby, sweetheart, look at me. Now think about the song and try to do it one more time. Take it away. Mitzi's gonna do our announcement, folks. Here she is.
Alright, okay, you see, it's a really touching song. You know, kind of like E.T. It's about this gorilla, and he goes in a spaceship, and he goes to the moon, and...
You freaking out again?
What in the world are you talking about?
It's pure programming when you got Duke's ear levels going up.
I'll do it.
Well, excuse me, Joe Intro. I guess you know everything. If you know so much, why don't you just run for president of the world?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Really just have a retort.
Well, Now that you mention it, Mitzi, I might kind of like to be Presidente. You know, living in the White House, riding in big cars, eating lots of bananas, waving all the pretty girls.
I guess Kathy got so much bored with Duke, and she was just like, I'm gonna just ear lever her skin. Look at those ear levers.
Can you imagine that? Vance and Esmeralda in the same car? You know, they call it that big no more.
Hey, now wait a minute. We could run fast for
Like,
president.
you can't even tell if it's scripted or is this them improving.
Articulate, charismatic.
Oh, you just saying that because it's true.
No, really. You're omnipresent. Clairvoyant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Three-dimensional.
He's even intriguing and enchanting and involving.
Revolting.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my god, his hair.
No, but think of the possibilities. We could have a hit record with Up Bullet. We could do the congressional theme song.
Yeah?
We could go to congressional hearings.
Yeah.
Wow. We could do the presidential theme song.
Freak out.
We could rewrite the national anthem. I'm talking big stuff. I'm talking about publishing on at least half of it.
Yeah. Instant fame.
Yeah.
Overnight success.
President of the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, bigger than Henry VIII, bigger than Chairman Mao, bigger than Kate Smith, I present to you the President of the world.
407 years ago, my grandpappy said to me, "Hey boy, that you could be president." And I stand before you today to say that there will be a day when I will be president of the world. And there will be a day when there'll be a banana in every pot. And I will work towards peace with pizza. Yes, my friends, the buck stops here. Because I don't talk softly and I do carry a big stick.
This is right after the Melting Mass incident too.
And don't forget the olive oil.
This is when Aaron like,
Wipe your feet before you leave.
this is like, yeah, this is when he was doing crazy with Beach for his hair too.
Oh, he's a freeze. He's always the tease. He lives in the jungle and he hangs by his knees. And he swings through the trees without a trapeze. In his big teeth.
He's got a union card. He's practicing hard. Playing the guitar. Gonna be a big star. Yeah, he's gonna go far. Terrible beats on the jar.
You know the chance guitar, chord COD, makes A and E, and he's working on me. Dixie and W and R&B, and me and the chimpanzee agree that one day soon he'll be a celebrity. Get it now.
Mm-hmm.
He's Jungle Man. He's all you can stand. Give him a hand. Guitars. Do it, son.
He's got a girl named Jane.
With no last name.
See the home with a plane.
Money also just the same.
She kindles his flame.
But it drives him insane.
When he hears her
She
sing,
really does that thing.
it's her claim to fame.
Come on, sing.
Yeah, come on, sing it, Jane.
Okay, who is this person? This this HD person.
Come on, Bubs, let's hear it for Jane.
Well, we got a red monkey and he likes to get drunky. He'll sing boogie woogie and it sounds real funky. Come on, it's your time, boy. Sing it for us right now. Okay, let's hear it for the big old fat monkey. I'm gonna break your neck, Cole.
On Saturday night,
Ladies mix up and jeans gets right, and the monkey gets tight.
And their voices unite.
full moonlight.
And it sounds alright.
It's out of sight.
Let's hear it right now. Now.
Yep. And then Mishy told Fast to shut up. Yeah, don't forget to vote because that was during the election thing. Oh, yeah, I'm on my laptop. I love Guitar Zan. It's one of my
I
favorite.
had actually.
It's one of my favorite skits that they done. Okay, let me finish this.
Around September 2000,
Oh shoot, I'm not finished.
police regarding the legacy stores. So strike right in, folks, because it's a lot to cover.
Okay, yeah, this is done for the night. I forgot to mention that. So yeah, that's how far I got to. Say that, and then I'll hop on in another time whenever I get ready. Yes, piece of dog. I don't know where these people are coming from, but you're like, no, I was reading you comment, but yeah, I don't know who these other two people are, bruh. But they're like CEC Tours or Bryce other account because they want to come up. Which one is his alternate account? Because he just mentioned me talking about let him in. 12 of them. Mods, take the other two out. Take the puppy one out. And take this other one out too. This HD person. I feel like we're gonna have another piece of dog accident now on our chest, ladies and gentlemen. So this might be fun. Okay, I'll play one more video for the night. This one caught my attention though. I want to play it on here. Let me find it. There it is. The weird history of the Lost Muppet Show pilots. This is interesting.
Hey guys, it's me, Neil, and today we're going to be talking about the Muppet Show pilots. Now, in early 2024 / before I was Emil, I did discuss the two Muppet Show pilots. But I've been doing some thinking, and I think it's time that I revisit both of them in one video. You know, considering one of them is in the Pluto 3 archives, and the other one is just kind of, I don't know, I seem really out of it in those videos. I seem like I do not want to be here. So I figured in a week where I have like nothing to do, how about I revisit the Muppet Show pilots? Now, Jim Henson's The Muppet Show first premiered in September of 1976. And of course, the actual Muppet Show had two pilot episodes, one featuring Julia Krause and the other one featuring Connie Stevens. However, in the 2 years prior, there were two ABC specials that could work as a proof of concept to see what they could actually do with a Muppet-themed variety show. Kind of testing the waters, if you will. Both of these specials aren't really like talked about. They're not even on any like streaming services. You gotta go on the websites in order to watch these things. I was able to find the Muppet Valentine's Day show on YouTube, and I had to go to the Internet Archive for the Muppet Show Sex and Violence. And those specials are gonna be the things that we're gonna be discussing today. The first one being the Muppets Valentine's Show. This one premiered January 30th, 1974. And it's a half-hour special all about love. The overarching story of the special is that the host, Wally, has writer's block and he's trying to write a Muppets Valentine's special. But the only issue is that the writer's block is causing him to kind of forget what is love. Baby, don't hurt me.
no more. Anyone who knows anything about the Muppets is probably wondering, why isn't Kermit the host of the Valentine's special? And the reason behind this is very simple, actually. Around this point in time, Kermit was primarily a Sesame Street character, and critics were starting to say that he was getting overused in a lot of Jim's projects. I mean, in projects like The Frog Prince and Hey Cinderella, he was the host. And for some reason, people were starting to get tired of Kermit the Frog.
That is
Knowing
true.
that, Jim Henson decided that he was going to run with a new host that would have the possibility of appealing more to the adult audience. Because both of these pilots were supposed to prove that the Muppets could be used to not just entertain children, but to entertain adults and families alike. Wally was the first test run of host, and this was his debut and final appearance. Kermit was in the special, but he kind of just showed up in the background, which in hindsight, it kind of makes it a little weirder that he isn't hosting, because he's in the special anyways. Jim Henson was technically still kind of overusing Kermit the Frog. I don't know, whatever. But anyways, out of the two pilots that we're going to talk about today, this one was formatted the most like an actual episode of what would become The Muppet Show. Even down to the fact that it had a celebrity guest. The celebrity guest star in this one was Mia Farrow, and I think the decision to having one human inside of this entire sketch was very smart. The show starts with Wally, George the janitor, Mildred, and Brewster talking about love. George says he doesn't know anything about love, and he doesn't love anything. This segues into the Muppets singing Love is a Simple Thing. Once we come back from commercial, they're still talking about love, and then Kermit chimes in to talk about his doomed love affair with Mrs. Mousy. This transitions into a sketch where they sing Froggy Went a Corky. The whole show is set inside of this little living room, and every single time there's a new sketch, it kind of starts by a character talking about, like, we're gonna go into the sketch right now. And then other times, Wally has this like magic typewriter that can like spawn people in. Wally writes on his typewriter that Mia Farrow shows up, and she does and meets the Muppets. Mia receives a Valentine's Day card from Thog, and then she goes to do like a Thog dream reality where they perform a duet by the name Real Live Girl. Then we come back to the living room, and Mia talks about wanting to own a dog. Rufus is high-key suggesting it should be him. Mia kind of agrees, and then she goes into singing a song to him called Believe Me If All Those Endearing Young Charms. Wally starts talking about how beautiful love is and how there's so many different kinds of love, and then he starts talking about how there's love all over the earth and even on other planets. This is when we cut to Kermit reporting for the planet Tuesday, where aliens are about to perform the Galileo Hoop Hoop, which is like the Kuzbanian mating dance.
Yeah.
In fact, this sketch eventually gets reused for the actual Muppet Show. After the Galileo Hoop Hoop and they have all their little Elmo babies, we cut back to the living room and we finally get
Elmo
payoff
babies.
from a line that George said at the beginning of the special. Here we find out that George loves his mom, and everybody starts singing a song called We Got Love, because everybody's got love. There's love all around, and everybody loves something. And I think the biggest takeaway in style from this sketch is that this entire episode had a through line. It was all about love and all the different ways that people can love.
Elmo baby.
We get to see all kinds of love in this. We get to see love on other planets. We get to see human and Thog relationships. We get to see mouse and frog relationships. We get to see love from a man and a mop. Wow, I'm sounding like Dr. Seuss right now. Who?
Did you know Cheez-It made extra toasty?
I did.
But did you know that's not a reference?
I can't stop. However, the next pilot's format is a little different than this one. The next one premiered on March 19th, 1975, and was called The Muppet Show Sex and Violence. This half-hour variety special was supposed to parody all of the constant use of sex and violence on television and try to be a new form of adult media. This time around, the plot is a little more crazy. The temporary host for this one was Nigel the Conductor, and him, Sam Eagle, and Floyd from the Electric Mayhem are working together to put on a pageant for the 7 Deadly Sins, with new original Muppet characters playing the roles of the sins. Instead of having a celebrity guest, there's envy, anger, gluttony, vanity, lust, avarice, and sloth. Then there's an 8th one that they think about having.
Wearing funny pants to a funeral.
Let's see, we got
Totally different time.
rage, gluttony, sloth, vanity, lust, avarice, and
Wearing funny
Third-
pants to a funeral.
I don't think so.
No,
yeah,
no.
And although in theming, this one is kind of more similar to an actual episode of The Muppet Show, looking at it as an actual episode of a TV show, you can realize this is nothing like The Muppet Show. There's like 11 plots in this one, and they all alternate between each other constantly, like a compilation. Of course, the main sketch is the behind-the-scenes conference room with
It's the
Nigel, Sam,
70s.
and
70s,
Floyd
totally
Pepper,
different
where they
time.
play different games and talk talk as the 7 deadly sins start to slowly arrive. There's another sketch that happens on Mount Rushmore where all the presidents exchange jokes. There's the At the Dance segment where 2 characters are waltzing around a dance floor. And once they get close to the camera, they would say a joke. This sketch is reused in the actual Muppet Show. There's a wrestling match. The Swedish chef demonstrates how to make a submarine sandwich. The Electric Mayhem sings Love You to Death. Statler and Waldorf do not sit on a balcony and heckle the audience. They sit in their den and just kind of talk to each other. They're an actual part of the show in this special. There's a segment called Films in Focus where
Alright guys, I think you're doing this wrong here.
The Planet of the Pigs. I'm almost positive that this one inspired Pigs in Space. And then there's 3 segments where Jim Henson was kind of just showing off his creative prowess. First one called Aggression, which features a argument between 2 heaps, some like tarantula-looking monsters, and 2 stalks, 2 like fuzzy hook-nosed looking guys. And they're speaking gibberish the whole time, but you can understand it because there's a lot of like, you know, visual storytelling, for lack of a better term. There's the Theater of Things, which is the pencils getting a new ruler, you know. And then there's my favorite segment of the entire special called Birds in the Trees, where the birds are sitting on a black background and kind of fly around from tree to tree, flirting with another group of birds. And similar to the heaps and stalks, they're not necessarily speaking in real senses. They're not speaking gibberish, but each bird is repeating like the same exact phrase over and over and over.
Crying out loud. Crying out loud. Crying out loud.
I think this is a very creative sketch that shows that saying one phrase with different emphases can mean totally different things. If you don't watch a single one of these sketches, this was the one I highly recommend. This special is a lot more random than the last one. I mean, I guess there's kind of a through line with like the thematic emphasis on sex and violence, but you can kind of only go so far with that. I mean, yeah, of course you've got the 7 deadly sins. You've got Aggression that does show a lot of violence. Return to Beneath the Planet of the Pigs has violence in a movie. Birds in the Trees segment, I guess, could be seen as kind of like lustful. But then there's ones like the Mount Rushmore segment, and what am I supposed to say about that? There's definitely a lot of differences between these 2 specials, and a lot of differences of what would become the actual Muppet Show. Here's some fun things I noticed while watching these that would eventually change later on in the Muppet lore. In the Muppets Valentine Show, Crazy Harry, the explosion guy, was referred to as Crazy Donald. However, in the next special, he would eventually get changed to Crazy Harry. I guess it's because he has hair. I don't know. What do you call me? Harry Meal? Of course, there's the big one that I've already discussed where Kermit isn't the host, but he's kind of in the background in a lot of these sketches. Animal's kind of like in a sewer. For this one, they kind of like keep him captive. Obviously, like I said, Statler and Waldorf are actually a part of the show, which is pretty interesting. And there's an early version of Miss Piggy referred to, I think, by Piggy Lee. So does that mean Miss Piggy's whole name is Miss Piggy Lee? I don't know. But then again, there's a lot of things that didn't change after these specials. And whenever they made the Muppet Show, they kind of just pulled things out and placed it into the Muppet Show. Characters like Sam Eagle was exactly the same. He's never changed once. Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem are exactly the same as well. And then there's characters like George the Janitor and the Swedish Chef that basically play the exact same roles in the specials as that they would in the actual Muppet Show.
Right,
Both
yeah.
of these pilots have a lot of things good about them and a lot of things that they needed to work on. I think their strengths and weaknesses complement each other. The Valentine's Day one had
This, by the way, the Valentine's Day one too, as well, and I think with sex and violence, but I know the Valentine's Day one for sure. Michael Eisner worked it on that project with Jim.
singing and guest stars, whereas the Muppet Show Sex and Violence has a lot more of that variety show feel and Muppet randomness and humor. However, it didn't have the singing, the interaction between humans and Muppets, and characters that the audience could really latch on to because they weren't really learning a lot about them. We were kind of just jumping from place to place. And I think because they combined all of the strengths from both of these pilots, the Muppet Show was as good as it was. They each have telltale things that would make the Muppets the Muppets. And I think it's pretty interesting to look back on these pieces of media. But yeah, I think that's about it for this week's video. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this more in-depth look at both of these Muppet Show pilots. I think you should check them out. They're really funny and really good if you like the Muppets. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. I'll see you next week. Bye.
Woo! Yeah. That was interesting. Oops. Let me hit that button. Try to see what else is on here. Alright. Let's see what else on here. Oh, there we Finish editing. Okay. In that title, I'm gonna read my phone. What the fuck? I'm gonna get in bed at 10:30. Okay. You were saying, Cheddar? Okay, with the with the title saying, I really thought it was another produce that is lost media. Okay, yeah, I mean you can still watch it and stuff. It's just they're not on Disney Plus wise, you know. But since we are talking about that, I actually have a video for you, Cheddar, that you might like actually, because how about some failed projects that never seen the light of day? Here we go. The Muppets cancel movies, a Henson history. That was probably the last video before we ended off.
Failed.
Who's coming?
The world's population can essentially be divided
Oh,
into two
indeed.
types of people. Those who love the Muppets, and those who merely like them. If you're like me, which I can only assume you are, you fall into the first category. But however you feel about Kermit, Miss Piggy, Fozzie, and Walter, whether you think they hit their peak in the 70s, the 90s, the 2010s, or have yet to, one cannot deny the immense effect they had on pop culture and the legacy that they will forever hold. A legacy that has not come without its drawbacks, delays, and many a cancellation. So today on Retro Ruckus, it's time to play the royalty-free music. It's time to light the non-existent lights. And it's time to meet the Muppet movies and those that never saw the light. Now, unless you've been living under a rock at the swamp your whole life, you know that the Muppets were created by a Mr. Jim Henson. After finding television success locally with Sam and Friends and globally with a little show about a street of some sort, I don't know, I've never seen it, Jim set his sights on his next big project, a primetime variety show that used his Creature Shop creations to cater to all ages. And after a few test attempts in the form of a holiday special and an angsty pilot presentation called Sex and Violence, in September of 1976, The Muppet Show was born.
It's the Muppet Show with our special guest star, Miss Rita Moreno.
Sadly, no one watched it.
That's a good video.
Alright, obviously I'm kidding. It became a massive hit, and at one point was the most popular television show on the planet. Not an exaggeration. Due to the show's universal humor and lack of human mouths, it was incredibly easy to dub in other languages, leading it to be broadcast in 103 countries. That
Nationwide.
is more than half of the countries. This was, of course, a time before DVR or streaming or phones on the toilet. People only had a select number of channels to watch, and needless to say, this made the Muppets the most powerful comedy troupe on Earth. And what do you do when characters become beloved? You sell, baby. Toys, apparel, books, music, cartoons. Name a product or medium, Kermit's cute little face was slapped onto it at some point. And it wasn't long before Hollywood came a-calling to give movies that same treatment.
Right?
Say Hollywood? Read my lips. Hollywood.
The late
You gotta
70s
understand, this is how videos work,
The Muppet
Kirsten.
Movie, The Great Muppet Caper, and The Muppets Take Manhattan.
Good
These
lord.
musical comedies were not only box office hits, they turned the Muppets into 4-time Oscar nominees and cemented their legacy far beyond television. So one could only assume
Yes,
Jim
British
Henson
people had tea
unfortunately
time watching The
lined up
Muppet
and ready
Show.
to shoot, right? Wrong! Jim Henson was an artist at the top of his game, and he used the Muppets' success to expand his universe with new characters and stories like The Dark Crystal, Fraggle Rock, and Labyrinth. All hail David Bowie. Kermit and the gang continue to appear in television specials and in segments on NBC's Jim Henson Hour, while plans for a fourth movie were developed without too much involvement from Jim himself. What could possibly go wrong?
Failed projects. Part 1.
Pipe Dream was a Rodgers and Hammerstein musical that premiered on Broadway in 1955, and I promise it will make sense that I'm talking about this in a second. Unlike Rodgers and Hammerstein's smash hit musicals like Cinderella and Oklahoma, this one featured a grittier story about homeless people and sex workers, handled as tastefully as you can imagine a Golden Age musical would. Also, unlike their other musicals, this one flopped hard. Why did it flop? Well, apparently some producer out there had a simple answer. Not enough Muppets.
Really, Will?
I guess. And
Debatable?
so, a film version of the musical starring the Muppets was proposed. The story follows two human characters named Doc and Susie who live in Cannery Row in the 1950s, surrounded by their friends like Mac and Hazel, two squatters played by Kermit and Fozzie, and Fauna, the madame who runs the cafe across the street.
You guessed
played
right,
by,
madame.
you guessed it, Miss Piggy.
Makes
In
sense.
true Golden Age musical fashion, Doc and Susie fall in love, people sing songs about nothing, and then it ends. Now, I think there are two main flaws with this idea. Number one, the music. Rodgers and Hammerstein were arguably the best musical composers of their era, but something that consistently shines in the Muppet movies are the original songs. Heck, it's what they would eventually win an Oscar for. Would Rodgers and Hammerstein's least successful musical live up to Rainbow Connection? I think not. And number two, there's not enough characters in this musical to give roles to the Muppets, especially with two human leads at the forefront. Yes, the Muppets did start featuring human leads in later years, but they were stories with lots of side characters, and stories that were easily recognizable classic works. There's not many Pipe Dream fans out there, and at this time the Muppets fans were used to movies that, well, starred the Muppets. I predict this movie would have disappointed a whole lot of people. And even with the Rodgers and Hammerstein organization urgently pushing this film towards development, presumably still trying to make back the money they lost on the show in 1955, somebody somewhere at Henson had the good sense to say, no thanks, I'll pass. And alas, the fourth movie was not The Muppets Pipe Dream. The one idea that kind of survived was placing the Muppets in the 50s. A TV show called Muppet High that appeared to be a parody of Grease was developed in the 90s, but ultimately didn't come to fruition either. The cheapest Muppet movie ever made is a script first developed in 1985 by Muppet Show writer Jerry Juhl.
This is
As I
true
mentioned
story right
earlier,
here.
Jim Henson was busy with other projects like Labyrinth, and the budgets were only getting bigger and bigger. While talking to Jerry, Jim mentioned if they made a fourth Muppet movie at that time, it would have to be inexpensive. You know, to compensate for the giant maze sets and all of David Bowie's leather pants. And so the fourth movie was to be the cheapest Muppet movie ever made.
Okay, stay with us here.
Our story begins with Kermit being way too busy to focus on a new Muppet movie. Sound familiar?
Right.
So he leaves all of the responsibility to Gonzo, who writes a terrible script called Into the Jaws of the Demons of Death. Yeah, about a chase around the world that makes no sense whatsoever. Unfortunately, Gonzo blows half of the movie's budget on the opening credits, so as the movie continues, the budget gets smaller. The same street corner is redecorated to play every major city in the plot. The movie progresses, looking cheaper and cheaper, switching to black and white, then on Super 8 film, until we're just seeing a slideshow of the storyboard. Eventually, Gonzo gains some sort of corporate sponsorship, and the movie ends in high-def widescreen with a budget higher than what they started with, leading to excess spending, like hiring Meryl Streep to be Miss Piggy's stand-in, and a volcanic explosion blowing up an island in the finale. Does that not sound like the best plot you've ever heard? The
Indeed.
reason this movie didn't happen is painfully ironic. Jerry Juhl's hilarious script about having no budget became too expensive to shoot at the time. Jim Henson became determined to produce it by 1989, but his budget and attention were forced to focus on other matters. The idea was scrapped until 15 years later in the early 2000s when Frank Oz and writer Jim Lewis rewrote and updated the original script.
So 1989 and 15 years later, doing math here, that'd be like 2004. Crazy.
Due to Frank's love for the idea. Their new script included the camera operators being Muppet rats with cameras attached to their bodies, and a scene with Miss Piggy that takes place right before her pageant in the original Muppet movie. This version actually got the green light from Disney and was publicly announced to fans at the 2009 D23 Expo. 24 years after the original idea was conceived. Somewhere
But
throughout pre-production, however, a different script altogether ended up taking its place in an effort to reboot the franchise under the Disney banner. But I'm getting ahead of myself.
right.
In 1989, the Walt Disney Company first entered negotiations to acquire Jim Henson Productions and the Muppets as a whole. Before any deal was made, the companies began collaborating on attractions for Disney parks, like Muppet Vision 3D, directed by Jim Henson himself. What no one saw coming
No,
is that this
it was
project
recorded.
would sadly be Jim's last, before he passed away.
There's no
in
plans yet for
1990,
Muppet Vision right
putting the
as right
Disney
now.
deal, a fourth movie, and the future of the Muppets as a whole on an indefinite hiatus. Enter Jim's son, Brian Henson. Determined to continue his father's legacy, he directed two new Muppet movies, The Muppet Christmas Carol in 1992 and Muppet Treasure Island in 1996, both co-produced by Walt Disney Pictures. Christmas Carol not only became a fan favorite and holiday classic, it resurged the Muppets in a new style, but with their signature blend of humor and heart. Treasure Island was also received well, but alas, not too well financially. And after 2 seasons of Muppets Tonight on ABC, Disney and Henson parted ways. But not for very long. In the meantime, Sony Pictures came to save the day, offering Jim Henson Pictures a contract to produce between 10 and 15 new movies within 4 to 5 years, with the goal to have possibly 3 of those be new Muppet movies. So the Muppets rushed to develop what would be their new theatrical triumph.
Failed Project Part 2.
Muppet Robin Hood and Muppets in Camelot both made it to first draft scripts to become feature films. Not much is known about the plots of these adaptations, but one could assume they would follow the same style and beats of the 2 Muppet movies made with Disney. Brian Henson stated in an interview that they decided there had been too many Robin Hoods, and it's most likely that these didn't move forward in favor of doing something fresher than another Muppet revamp of a classic book. Another example of this was Kermit, Prince of Denmark. Composers Jeff Marks and Bobby Lopez put together a script treatment and 8 original songs for this film idea, without any involvement from the Henson Company
Thank you.
itself. Prince of Denmark was set in the same universe as William Shakespeare's Hamlet, and starred, you guessed it, Kermit, who happens to look exactly like Prince Hamlet, and is frequently mistaken for him while traveling through, you guessed it, Denmark. Gonzo and Fozzie play Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, while Miss Piggy takes on a dual role as both the lovely Ophelia and the generous Gertrude. Jason Alexander was listed as the ideal actor to play the evil King Claudius. I am not going to recap the plot of Hamlet, as I don't have the patience. This project was made as part of the BMI Workshop, a training ground for composers and playwrights in musical theater. A public reading of the piece was held with longtime Muppeteer Rick Lyon performing Kermit. Jeff Marks and Bobby Lopez were newcomers at the time, and sent their treatment to Brian Henson, who was not at all interested. The young composers moved on and wrote their own project instead, a little musical called Avenue Q, which would win 3 Tony Awards a few years later. Swallow that
That looks
rejection,
familiar.
kids, you never know what'll come from it. In the early 2000s, Disney was interested in reviving the Prince of Denmark idea. Maybe the Tonys helped pique their interest. But it ultimately was not meant to be. Bobby Lopez did stick around the House of Mouse, though, eventually writing the songs for Coco, Winnie the Pooh, and the Frozen movies, so I guess you could say he let it go. Muppet Time Machine is a finished script written by John Durablani. It's about Dr. Bunsen Honeydew, with the help of his assistant Beaker, inventing time-traveling appliances, which Animal accidentally stumbles into, transporting himself to the Stone Age, where he, naturally, becomes evolution's missing link. Back in the present, Kermit and the gang find themselves living in a world of humans that have descended from Animal, including their friend Postman Joe, played by a celebrity, who now sports Animal's features, voice, attraction to females, and drumming abilities. He plays with the Electric Mayhem on an original song called The World's Gone Animal, which I am very sad doesn't exist. The Muppets and Postman Joe team up to travel back in time to fix things, and chaos ensues. I'm not quite sure this would have been the movie to bring the Muppets back to Hollywood glory, but it is a really fun concept that did show up in some other projects eventually, like the Dave Grohl Animal Hybrid in the 2011 movie, and a 2014 Lipton commercial about animals taking over New York City, which also gave us this. Thank you, Lipton. The Muppets Leave Hollywood came in 1998, when the Henson Company purchased an outside script by an unknown writer. The Muppets play themselves living the high life in Hollywood, which is ironic at this point in their career. Kermit decides they've lost their purpose in this greedy world, and they all head off on an adventure back to his swamp. I'm not sure what they would have done once they got there. That is a lot of Muppets for one swamp. I do find it funny that this plot is literally just the first Muppet movie backwards, and I imagine that was entirely intentional, to remind the audience what we love about the Muppets in the first place. I'm somewhat glad this one didn't happen, though, for the risk of it tainting the classic. When Kermit Met Piggy is a parody of the romantic comedy genre and all of its tropes, specifically movies like Four Weddings and a Funeral and When Harry Met Sally. While that seems like a tired joke now, the 90s were the height of rom-coms. Nora Ephron reigned box office supreme, and the idea of satirizing the genre was a pretty fresh take, especially with The Muppets. Written by Jim Lewis, the story is from the perspective of Miss Piggy, retelling how her and Kermit fell in love, exactly how she claims to recall it. In the fashion of ensemble rom-coms like Love Actually, we also get B-plot stories from other Muppet couples like Gonzo and Camilla and Rizzo and Yolanda. Beautiful. In a recent interview, Jim Lewis stated that the project had been moving along quite nicely, and it was ultimately just poor timing that it didn't come to be. I am sad about this one. The next Muppet movie, that's what it's called, was written by screenwriter Brian Lynch, who would later go on to write for movies like Puss in Boots, Minions, and Secret Life of Pets. With the script sometimes also referred to as When Muppets Attack, the story takes place in the same universe as the Muppet movie and follows Kermit as he struggles to save the Muppet Theater from a Hollywood producer named Mick, who begins luring each of the Muppets away into their own solo careers. Animal becomes a famous rapper, Miss Piggy gets her own talk show, and Gonzo becomes the next James Bond and Batman. Kermit is forced to pull together a new group of lesser-known Muppets to restart the Muppet Show, including Rizzo, Pepe, Robin, Bean Bunny, Digit, and Pierce Brosnan, auditioning after losing his James Bond gig to Gonzo. Eventually, Kermit figures out Mick has evil ulterior motives, confronts him, gets kidnapped, and both the popular and unpopular Muppets team up to save Kermit. The big finale of the film involves, quote, a lot of ninjas, a giant elephant, a 7-foot Kermit, and Gonzo saving the day by crashing through the skylight in his Batman gear. Wow. Leading to a happy ending for the Muppets, while Mick remains unchanged and gets dropped off by a taxi ready to break up another group. He walks off and the camera pans out to reveal that he is on Sesame Street. And Finn. The script called for lots of Hollywood spoofs and cameos from Mr. Rogers, John Cleese, Marilyn Manson, the Teletubbies, Jon Stewart, Mary Tyler Moore, the entire cast of Sesame Street, the aforementioned Pierce Brosnan, and possibly Michael Keaton as Mick the evil producer. As incredible as this movie sounds, its fate is bittersweet, as if this one had happened, it's unlikely we would have gotten the 2011 movie with a somewhat similar plot. Take that as you will. A Halloween movie of some kind had long been attempted throughout the Muppets' history. Pre-production on a Halloween special started in 1991, which ended up turning into a Christmas Carol TV special, which ended up turning into a full-on movie. In 1996, Brian Henson announced that they were discussing ideas for a Muppet Monster horror parody feature film. That turned into 2 different scripts, one written by Dan Milano and the other by Joey Mazzarino, both titled The Muppets Haunted Hotel.
That sounds
No
familiar.
information is known about these scripts, but solid plans were forming to produce the movie, and the Henson Company even purchased the domain name MuppetHauntedHotel.com. Some press reported that the film would come out in fall 2000, which never happened. A few years later, a new script called Muppet Haunted House was written by Kirk Thatcher and Jim Lewis. The plot involved the Muppets joining Dr.
Right.
Bugs and Honeydew on a vacation to an old creepy castle to hear the reading of his uncle's will. Okay. Eventually, though, the castle's evil energy begins to transform our beloved Muppets into monsters. Gonzo turns into the vampire Nosferatu, Fozzie turns into a Waka Waka werebear, Clifford turns into a muck monster, Kermit turns into Kerr Monster, Miss Piggy, the ghoul friend of Kerr Monster, and Dr. Honeydew's uncle resembles the Phantom of the Opera. In the end, it all turns out to be a bad dream in the mind of Kermit's nephew, Robin. Or was it? Despite this movie almost being made several times, the only proof of concept we actually ended up getting was a PlayStation video game called Muppet Monster Adventure. Years later, Disney once again announced a Halloween special in 2010, but decided to cancel it to add weight to their 2011 comeback. And it wasn't until 2021 that the Muppets finally celebrated Halloween on our screens.
Right.
And finally, there was Muppets in Space.
Oh, yes, my favorite one. Wait, how many more parts we got over here?
I know what you're thinking. That one happened. On the contrary, my friend, Muppets from Space happened. Development of a science fiction Muppets movie turned into two completely different scripts. Star Gonzo by Jerry Juhl and Muppets in Space by Kirk Thatcher. Kirk's script was about Kermit being kidnapped, that happens a lot, but this time by aliens after being mistaken for the long-lost leader of their civilization. The rest of the Muppets then don their spacesuits and set out across the universe to save him like the natural space travelers they are. This movie was announced as their first film for the new Sony deal, described as a stylistic parody of the Star Wars universe. However, second thoughts were had, and they decided to go with Jerry Juhl's script instead, Star Gonzo, eventually renamed Muppets from Space. Jerry once remarked, "I hope someday Kirk's movie gets made, because it is really funny." So the Muppet shenanigans returned to the big screen, with the Muppets Haunted Hotel and the next Muppet movie slated to be the follow-ups.
Right.
But then,
You look terrible. No, Rita. I'm just fine.
Muppets from Space was a critical and commercial failure, therefore canceling any development on all of those movies that I just talked about for a long time. The late 90s and early 2000s were an incredibly bizarre time for our Felty friends. It seemed as though their heyday was perhaps set in stone at this point. They carried on with smaller productions like It's a Very Merry Muppet Christmas Movie on NBC and the straight-to-DVD origin story Kermit's Swamp
We didn't
Years,
talk about
which
that.
we don't need to talk about. Until 2004, when the Disney deal finally took place, acquiring the Muppets IP, forming a new division of Disney called the Muppet Studio, and removing the Henson Company from all creative control. Disney has not always known what to do with the Muppets' legacy. A lot of pressure was on at this time to properly give the Muppets the comeback they so needed. Which brings us to
Failed Projects, Part 3.
Jesus.
Kirk Thatcher and Jim Lewis reunited to pitch a Muppets Beach Blanket movie in the style of 60s musical romps like Beach Party. As fun as this sounds, it might not have been the movie to save the Muppets. It does, however, exist in the form of a hilarious album. Yes, this is real. Muppets 1776 is a spoof of American history, with characters like John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, and Thomas Jefferson being played by Muppets like Kermit, Fozzie, and Sam the Eagle. Hot take, but I don't think this one needed to be made. A similar concept became the short-lived Disney World show, The Muppets Present Great Moments in American History.
Indeed. But you know Jim
Superhero
wanted
movies
to
had a huge
Muppets to go to
resurgence in the
Disney,
early
so
2000s with movies like Spider-Man and X-Men, which brought writer Craig Shemin to pitch The Muppets Save the World. When the Muppets are driving home from the movies in the Electric Mayhem van, they accidentally cruise through a radiation storm, all receiving superpowers like flight, invisibility, and super strength. Gonzo gets the ability to shapeshift, but only into something he'd just seen. Because they had all just watched a Matt Damon movie, he spends half of the movie as Matt Damon. In a recent interview, Craig Shemin pitched that Marvel could use this concept to produce an episode of What If, where the Muppets are the Marvel superheroes, such as Kermit as the Hulk. Other movies listed in development for Disney at this time were Mission Improbable, a spy spoof by Andy Bernstein, an origin movie for Animal by Rafe Beck, a Muppets Las Vegas Adventure by Bill Beretta, as well as Muppet Time Machine, Muppet Haunted House, When Kermit Met Piggy, the next Muppet movie, Muppet Camelot, Muppet Robin Hood, and the cheapest Muppet movie ever made, all still in development. So what did Disney choose over all of these concepts to bring the Muppets back to the screen? The answer is sickening.
Are you sure there isn't anything else I could do you for?
No. You see, I already have a girlfriend. She's a chicken.
Oh, a chicken, eh? Yeah. Like this.
Muppets Wizard of Oz aired on ABC in 2005. Yeah. A few years later, they returned to NBC with another holiday movie that I unashamedly adore, A Muppet's Christmas, Letters to Santa. But finally, they made their proper comeback to the movies in 2011 with the Jason Segel and Flight of the Conchords led film, simply called The Muppets. This was the most successful Muppet movie in history, winning an Oscar and propelling our heroes into the spotlight where they belong. The Muppets were back, baby, and it seemed they were here to stay. Until a few years later, when Muppets Most Wanted was only moderately successful, and they haven't returned to the big screen ever since. History repeats itself, folks. In 2015, Disney swung Kermit and the Gang right back to where they started, television, with the ABC series confusingly also called The Muppets. An adult-oriented mockumentary in the style of The Office, the show was beloved by Muppet fans and not watched by anyone else. And so began another 5 years of the Muppets not having much to do. When Disney Plus was announced in 2019, pre-production began on a reboot limited series called Muppets Live Another Day, developed by Josh Gad and the creators of Once Upon a Time, Adam Horowitz and Eddie Kitsis, directed by Jason Moore of Pitch Perfect fame, with songs by Kristen and Bobby Lopez. Remember him? He's back. The show was to take place in the 80s, right after the events of the original 3 movies, re-establishing all of the nostalgia that these characters hold for us. But after creative differences emerged, the project was abandoned for a borderline web series called Muppets Now. It's fine. Disney Plus did still bring something super important to the Muppets' legacy, though. For the first time in history, it has never been easier to find Kermit and the Gang all in one place. Their wacky antics and heartfelt display of friendship has lasted through multiple generations at this point, from comedy fans in the 70s to preschoolers watching Disney Junior this morning. As a fan, I used to be concerned about the future of the Muppets, and honestly I was right up until I made this video. Because it showed me that uncertainty around these guys is not new. Time and time again, no matter how many abrupt cancellations and quiet periods they've gone through, these characters always find a way to come back to our screens. They are relentless little guys. Whether they ever get the big screen treatment again or not, projects like Muppets Haunted Mansion or this year's Muppets Mayhem series on Disney Plus have shown us that they're not going anywhere anytime soon. And I think Jim Henson would be proud to know that no matter how much time passes, the Muppets will write their own ending.
Oops, my bad.
With a few famous movie about successor, sure the original Muppet Babies are being on there.
They don't own the original Muppet Babies. NBC does. I talked to the guy. Forgot his last name, but he was one of Jim's original artists. One of Jim's artists back in the 80s. They do not own the original Muppet Babies. NBC owns the original Muppet Babies, and there are a few missing specials that's on Disney Plus due to various reasons. And they do not own Muppets from Space or Muppets Take Manhattan. The rights to the movies, at least. Okay, so glad I came back in the right time. Alright, so Tab is dying, is at 19%. So it's time to end off the stream. And we just hit a big 3 hours. Thankfully we had no correction, no craziness happened. Anyway, it's time to end the stream here tonight, guys. Thank you all for joining on in. It's cool to have a little brief cameo with Taylor and Tyler. Hope we can see them again in the next upcoming streams. So they own those two, but it's not like it's possible. I heard they was making a deal for it, but I don't know. Last time I heard there was talks of it. Why is he still talking? And nothing really came to fruition, I guess. I don't know. There was talks, but I don't know.
but I know it was something with Spider-Man, and there were talks of it. So, but I mean, one day we'll see. Well, I don't know who actually more profits or what. But anyway, let me end off the stream here before this tablet dies on you guys. Shimmy.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must say good night, sweetheart. Good night. Take it, beach. I gotta go. Oh, you know I gotta leave. I gotta get out. I gotta get out right now. I'm going home. Beach bear's out of here. I'm gone. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. Oh, speaking of history, there was a time when there was no Looney Birds. Kids hummed quietly to themselves while sitting patiently waiting for dinner to end. But no longer do they have to suffer the slings and arrows of a macaroni dinner. I love you so. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I gotta go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. No, really, I gotta go. We hate to leave you, but we really must say good night, sweetheart. Good night. Wow.
Alright, good night, everybody.